Hey, I'm Captain Camp and I am stoked to show you what I'm taking with me hiking the Pieterpad in the Netherlands. Okay, so I'm leaving tomorrow for this big adventure on the Pieterpad, which is the #1 walking trail of the Netherlands. It's 500 kilometers or 300 miles and crosses the whole country from north to south. We don't have much wilderness here, so it's more like a walk in the park. Very easy sea level trail. But I'm trying to do the whole trail within 10 days. So 50 kilometers per day, which will be a great challenge for me. To make it more doable, I tried to go as ultralight as possible with the gear I have. If you'd like to know, I have a base weight of 4.8 kilogram or 10.5 pounds. So that's the weight of the backpack and everything in it, except for water and food, because that fluctuates all the time. Last remark before I start, this is not an instructional video. I'm just showing you what I'm taking, which includes some very personal choices that most people would not be comfortable with. Also, this gear list is very specific for this specific trail in the summer. The first category is the big items. This is my backpack. It is the Osprey Exos 38, which I've used over the past 5 years. Good balance between comfort and being lightweight. And this is the old model, size large, and without the removable lid, it weighs 1020 grams. Then I have this backpack liner, which is a plastic bag to keep stuff dry. My sleeping bag is this ultra cheap Decathlon sleeping bag, 20 euros a few years ago. It's meant for summer temperatures, but I have taken it down to 0 degrees Celsius, which is ridiculous, but that just shows what type of individual I am. Great sleeping bag. And then my sleeping pad, which is the Thermarest Z Lite, a foam pad cut down to 8 panels, which is torso length for me. Very nice. And to inform you, wild camping is not allowed in the Netherlands, but am I really camping or just sleeping on the streets? It's kind of a gray area, but I try to have as less impact as possible and leave no traces. I cannot stick to camping sites as I would not be able to do this thing in 10 days. Also, I would get strange looks on these family campings because I don't have a real tent. And I don't like dogs to piss in my mouth while I'm sleeping. So here's my shelter. Instead of a tent, I have the MSR AC Bivy bag. This is a body-shaped bag that protects against rain, wind and bugs. It's a minimal shelter and weighs only 458 grams. And if it's gonna be a rainy night, I have this rain poncho which doubles as a tarp. It's the standard €6 poncho from Decathlon, which I modified with these rings. With this poncho tarp, I use this random piece of rope that I found, and I'm carrying 4 stakes. So those were my big items. The next category is food and water. I'm carrying 2 water bottles. In towns, I will refill water by asking people or cafes. For the first time, I'm trying the cold soaking method instead of real cooking. So this is a mayonnaise jar. I just put couscous and water and other ingredients in there and wait till it's ready to eat. Also, I can get a larger variety of food in the towns. This is my titanium long spoon, classic ultralight item. Also, I have this multi-purpose bandana. And finally, to keep all the food together, I have this food bag. is a standard Osprey dry bag which I found in my closet. In this video I am not showing the actual food, as these are consumables and not part of the base weight. Also, I do not really have a certain food strategy. The next category are my hygiene and first aid items. I'm going over them real quick. A toothbrush cut in half so it fits better in my backpack, and some toothpaste. This small tick remover, which I think is the most important first aid item. There can be a lot of ticks. 2 alcohol pads for disinfection. And I have this bug repellent, which I usually do not carry, but I'm really trying to avoid tick bites on this trip. This is some good stuff from Colombia. For sun protection, I have this sunscreen stick from Decathlon. It's 50 plus SPF. A few ibuprofen, I only take them in worst case scenarios. And here is something that I probably will not use. It's a shit shovel. I should be able to use a toilet in most towns, but if I'm in the middle of nowhere and cannot avoid it, an acceptable method is digging a small hole and burying the shit. Dirty toilet paper will not be left behind, and 99% sure I won't even need this shovel, but I'm still taking it to leave no trace. So yeah, also taking some toilet paper and some wet wipes for overall hygiene. And finally, for blisters, I just carry some of this tape. And now the next category, which is other items. First is this Pieterpad guidebook. It is quite heavy, but in my opinion it is kind of the ticket for walking this trail. A small pencil to make notes, a small pocket knife, only 21 grams and still useful, a glasses case for my prescription glasses, and I also keep some contact lenses in there. I have this cork massage ball which helps my feet and muscles recover after those long days. Now it is time for the most innovative piece of gear so far. It is the pee bottle pillow. Yep, that's right. If I gotta go at night, I piss in this bottle, which saves me from getting out in the rain, cold, ticks and mosquitoes. And I use that same bottle as the basis of my pillow by wrapping it in some clothing. This works very well for me. Great shape. My wallet with cards and stuff. Also, I carry 3 small trash bags. And finally, this mouse cover, which is required in public transport. Now for the next category, my electronics. Most important is my phone, which is also my camera. I have this one for 3 years and it's still great. Including this cover and a €10 bill, it's 152 grams. And I use this Rode Video Micro for better sound. That goes on top of this phone clamp, and the whole setup goes on top of the Petco Ultra Pod, which is a nice little tripod. I'm also bringing this MP3 player with music, a power bank, which is great and itself charges relatively fast from the wall, the necessary charging cables, and I'm carrying this headlamp from the brand Nightcore, which is also rechargeable. It's a favorite in the ultralight backpacking community. And specifically for this trip, I also have this small red bike lamp, because there will be a lot of walking on cycling paths and roads. When it's a little dark and you don't have one of these red lights, you will get smashed in the back within minutes. Final category, the clothing department. First, I will show you my outfit for when I'm walking. So this is not part of the base weight because it is worn weight. First, my shoes, which are the Brooks Caldera 3. These are trail running shoes. Of course, very personal choice. These work super great for me comfortable and lightweight. And socks, these are by far my favorite socks. Vinkt on virages. For underwear I have this merino wool boxer. The material makes it less necessary to bring extra underwear. And I'm wearing these Nike shorts, which are very breathable. My hiking shirt is the Outdoor Research Eco Hoodie. It's breathable and offers a little bit of sun protection. And of course, you will see me wearing the Camping Club vest. The weight is the same as an extra pair of shoes, but come on, I'm Captain Camp. What would I be without the Camping Club vest? Then my sun hat, very important, as well as the sun glasses. And I will be wearing this watch. The main function is to show you guys the time I'm starting and finishing, so we know if I made the 10 days limit. So that was my hiking outfit. Of course, I will be bringing some extra clothing and my backpack, which is part of the base weight. But I warn you, I've chosen to go very minimal. One pair of extra socks, one extra underwear, a neck warmer. Surprisingly, I'm also bringing gloves. It's summer, but my hands are the first thing to get cold. Also a tank top for when it's not too sunny. This one has been my favorite for years. And finally, this lightweight wind jacket, the Patagonia Houdini. And of course my rain protection, the poncho tarp that I showed in the beginning of this video. And that's it for clothing. No insulation layers like a fleece jacket, no long pants. Only strong individuals get away with this. So this was my whole gear list with a base weight of 4.8 kilogram. I'm super looking forward to this trip. If you're interested in following my adventure, feel free to subscribe to the channel. And thanks for watching.